President Cyril Ramaphosa will this evening deliver his State of the Nation address in Parliament, possibly one of his most important. It comes at a time when the country is grappling with slow economic growth, job losses and poor performing SOEs. We are now joined by our reporter Lindsay Dentlinger in the parliamentary precinct, and I have been watching the footage behind you, the people behind you. It's getting increasingly busy. What's the plan?
Morning, Jane. Yes, it is getting busier, strangely enough, after some very hot days here in Cape Town. Some cloud cover, so it's looking strangely cloudy all of a sudden, but the choir has already been keeping us busy since early morning, and also those who will be listening intently to the President's speech today, the heads of political parties, also already around the precinct. With me, I have the Speaker of the National Assembly, Ms. Thandi Modise. Mrs. Modise, good morning. Thank you for joining us. A most auspicious occasion for Parliament, the biggest event you put on here every year. But how important is it for the people at home to pay attention to what's going to happen here tonight?
It is important. It brings the whole of government together, all three arms of state. It brings foreigners, representatives of foreign governments here, all of them. They actually make the biggest chunk, because South Africa is in a relationship with others. It gives the President the opportunity to address the people directly, alongside all of us. It gives him that chance to say, this is what I said, this is what I intend to do. These are the obstacles, this is how we intend to overcome them. It gives him that platform to speak directly to South Africans. We do expect that you'll address issues like unemployment, despondency amongst the people, race relations. He will talk about the non-growth, but also give hope. So it is a very, very important place. South Africa has just become the chair of the AU. Obviously, the continent will be watching to see which direction are we going. All of us are excited in the continent. For the first time, Africa says we will unite and we will have free trade. What does it mean to the ordinary South Africa? What does it mean to somebody who is across our border, who is doing trade? All those things will come out tonight.
Some big guests we are expecting this evening, ordinary South Africans who were heroes of 2019, the Springbok captain, yes. Miss Universe. Tell us some more about, I know you're wanting to cut back in Parliament. People are looking to Parliament also to cut back in these tough economic times. What has the plan been for this evening in terms of the guests that you have invited?
The guests will come in. We will receive them. They will listen to the President. We will not have a dinner. The guests will privately feed wherever they will feed, but we do hope that they understand that we are in a situation where we can no longer afford their dinners, lavish or unlavish, but we will not be providing that. We expect that what they have come for, the message from the President, will be enough to sustain them through the night and throughout the year.
Not everybody may be as keen to listen to the message of the President this evening. Some rumblings that some may try to disrupt this evening's proceedings. How will you be handling that?
Well, we know that the majority of South Africans are anxious. They want to listen to the President. We are hoping that our rules will be respected and that all members of Parliament will enable us to have a smooth evening. So we will be applying the rules.
Thank you very much. Ms. Thandi Modise, the National Assembly Speaker, saying she'll be applying the rules tonight to those who want to disrupt proceedings, but for her it's important that South Africans be given the opportunity to listen to what the President has to say.
Lindsay, what are the security rules out there and the sort of security presence expected because of this threatened disruption by the EFF?
Well, Ms. Thandi Modise and other presiding officers have already earlier indicated to us that there are no extraordinary measures. In years gone past, we've seen riot police here on the precinct. Certainly the last time there were some kinds of disruptions in Parliament, but Ms. Thandi Modise is saying that's not going to be the case. This year there are what so-called bouncers, the men in white shirts, Parliament's own security will be stationed around. Should things get out of hand, the Speaker may choose to call on them to enter the chamber. We know that it's an area that's off bounds to police. Sure, there are police around the precinct. They guard and protect the property of Parliament, and so once things spill out of the chamber, they certainly can take charge of the situation. But certainly we know it is not allowed for any kinds of security in the chamber itself, but these security officers are on standby to deal with any disruptions.
All right, thank you, Lindsay.